this TikTok ban has taught me anything, it's this. More people need to be sharing the gospel. Many folks have reached out to me and said, Ashley, if this happens, where are you going? Where can I find you? My response has always been the same. I'm not really worried about it. There's no way I can manage another account like I do this one. If it does happen and it's God's will for me to continue sharing in a public setting, He will make that happen. And while all that still stands true, I've put more thought into it. So, needless to say, I've done all the other things and you can find me in all the other places. If you're not familiar with my story, I was raised in and spent my entire life in church and did not meet Jesus until I was in my 30s. Now that was back in 2020 and TikTok played a huge role in that. When I joined TikTok in 2020, I saw other people talking about Jesus, how much they loved Him, and I quickly realized that I did not know Jesus and I wasn't saved. Then it took me almost 4 years to finally answer the call to begin sharing my own faith journey here on TikTok. And that's where we are today. I started this account back in September and it has organically grown to over 8,000 followers in the past 4 months. And here I know that we truly have a community who loves Jesus and wants to grow in their faith. And for that, I am so thankful. I have no doubt that God has had His hand in that, but I also know that TikTok and its algorithm has played a big role in it as well. I think by now we all have a general understanding as to why TikTok is being banned. And to sum it up, it is not owned by the US as these other platforms are. And our government, which I will never say much about, does not have control over it yet as it does these other platforms. In the past, I have posted the exact same content on these other platforms with minimal interaction and zero growth. Now, I'm not going to go all into that, but do with that what you will. The thing I want to point out here is that us creators who share Jesus and the gospel, it's just going to be more difficult to do that over on these other platforms. And with that being said, this hit me yesterday. We need more people sharing the gospel. It made me think of Matthew 9. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So pray to the Lord of the harvest to send out more workers. Folks, we need to be praying. People need to hear the gospel. So many are lost and so many need Jesus. And it is our job as believers to get the gospel to them. It's a command. So number one, if you are a believer who already shares other content here on social media, start sharing Jesus too. And number two, there are many believers out there who are not comfortable or don't know how to share the gospel. And we as believers need to be encouraging our brothers and sisters to do that, no matter what the platform is, whether that's a social media platform or a platform out on the street. If you don't hear anything else today, hear this. People need the gospel. People need Jesus. We have to share Jesus. I will continue to share Jesus wherever that will be. And I hope you will too. Hopefully we can continue to do it here, but if we can't, we have to continue in other places.